So excited to be at BYU Pathways today. We are actually behind the scenes and we are in their studio. And I'm here with my new BFF. Why don't you tell us about yourself? What do you do for BYU Pathways?
My name is Mackenzie Stevens, and I'm the External Relations Marketing Manager for BYU Pathway. So if you come see us at an event, that's something that I'm in charge of. I partner with influencers like Dennis here, who's awesome, to kind of get our word out and share.
And I'm not an influencer. I'm just Dennis.
Okay, sorry.
Don't.
I partner with amazing people like Dennis.
I love it. Yeah. Okay, we can say.
I won't give you that title.
No. Yeah, I get it. So your job is to partner to share the wonderful benefits that you can do here at BYU Pathways. In downtown Salt Lake, that is worldwide.
Yes, so we're headquartered here in downtown Salt Lake, but we're the online education arm of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and so we operate in over 188 countries and serve over 65,000 students worldwide.
Love that. So what you don't see is what's in front of me. And if I can get my Meta glasses to connect and work, I might be able to share you with what is going on in front. But behind us is multiple different screens that people can do. And you do recording here. What kind of recording do you do where we are behind the scenes before we tour the actual campus?
Yeah, so here in our recording studio, we will sometimes do interviews with students who are local and talk about their experiences with BYU Pathway. We'll meet with missionaries who are service missionaries for BYU Pathway and talk about their experience. We partner with employers who give our students around the world's jobs, and so also from this studio we interview them and talk about kind of advice for job seekers and kind of what the latest and greatest is in the across employment around the world.
I love this.
Yeah.
So what do you say we walk around and we see the campus? Or do you call it a campus?
It's not a campus. It's just headquartered. So it's just this 5th floor of the Triad Center in Salt Lake, and it's where about 100 full-time employees operate.
That's awesome.
BYU Pathway, yeah.
So if those of you who are familiar with downtown Salt Lake, this is between KSL, Deseret Books, KSL News, LDS Living, and there's also Enzyme College is kind of in this cluster.
Yeah. Yep.
And, did I miss anything? Or
no.
Okay.
I think that covers it.
Oh, I actually got it. Go figure.
You got one.
I got one. Okay. So let's walk around.
Well, let's do it.
And bear with us. We're having a lot of fun doing this. But I want you to see exactly what I see. So I'm going to turn this around. And then you can see this is the recording studio where they do all the missionary stuff. Or just in general.
It's small but mighty.
It's small but mighty. And their equipment, it looks like my car with all the microphones and stuff. So, all right, let's go for this.
All right, let's do it. Do you want to start right out here in the entryway?
Yes, let's make that happen.
All right.
See if I can connect my glasses so I can see. I just don't see the connection. I don't want to disconnect everybody.
Okay, let's head this way.
I love all these signs.
I know, we're going to get those. So exciting.
Okay, I just tried to switch to my glasses and it ended up taking a picture.
Oh.
So go figure. We're just going to have to go with it.
Okay, let's start right here. This.
Off the elevator you are.
Yeah, so here we go. We're off the elevator. There's some construction here. Okay, so this is our welcome pillar. It represents many of our different languages, and it's kind of just a representative of the worldwide audience that we have, and kind of just that BYU Pathway, we are inclusive of anyone, anywhere. So we've got most of our student population are members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, but we also have a strong percentage of students, I think it's about 20 or 30% now, who are friends of the church, which is amazing. And
Love
so
that.
we just want to invite everyone in to get access to education and overcome some of those barriers like costs and fear that sometimes keep people from moving ahead with their online degree.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So where would you suggest we go next?
Okay, so let's go right here. You'll notice as we move through this tour, you're going to see a lot of artwork of Christ and quotes from our general authorities. And
Love
so,
that.
Let's talk about this mission statement for a minute here. So our mission is to prepare students to become leaders in their families, homes, and communities. And so in BYU-Pathway, throughout the curriculum and the courses, we try to prepare students to assume those roles and to live a Christ-centered life. So
that's awesome.
He's incorporated, obviously, in a lot of our curriculum. And it's just,
that's what it's about.
Yes.
So I want to show you, they gave me a bunch of gift bags, which is really cool. They gave me this really fuzzy blanket, which right now it is snowing in May. So this is definitely going to come in handy. And let me just unpack and see what you gave me. This is so cool.
He hasn't seen it here yet.
I haven't seen it yet, so I just got to lower this a little. And
you want to share it with us?
no, this is fine. I'm used to it. I've been in the car. Love me a water bottle. And we're only just getting started on our tour, so we're gonna. I love swag. So people think that I went to BYU college. There's a funny story about that. I thought that once after I was baptized, I wasn't allowed to wear where I went to school. So
Where did you?
I went to UConn in Connecticut.
Okay.
But so now I just wear BYU, but it's all
I know, I've
advertisement.
seen you in a lot of BYU swag.
Isn't this awesome?
Okay, my favorite one is still in there.
Oh, it's still in there. Okay.
Yeah, you gotta pull out the gray.
Okay, the gray one.
The gray one is
That
my
is
favorite.
awesome. I love this. You guys, oh. Tell us why it's your favorite.
I love the design. So this blue one that we were showing this is our old logo. We've updated it since this one.
It's still beautiful.
It is. That is our new logo actually. Okay, so here, Dennis, I'm gonna try to.
That's fine.
So this is
what happens on live stays
I'm
on.
just gonna put this right over your face.
No, it's fine. I don't care.
So this is our old logo, and in the past we had kind of just done these basic designs with our branding, and this is kind of one of the first ones that we did that was like a really fun design that's representative of all the locations around the world where we have students.
And we are a worldwide church.
I know.
And that's what it's all about, is being a worldwide church.
Yes.
This is awesome.
Yes.
Okay, this is going to be definitely my favorite.
I know. I love that one. I had to influence you for that.
I know, you did. So I'm going to leave this stuff here.
Yeah.
And then we're going to just take our tour.
Yep.
This is so cool.
And then Dennis, if you want to flip around here.
Oh yeah, I can let me.
So you'll see throughout the office that we'll also feature in murals, photos and quotes of our students. So this is one of our early graduates with BYU Pathway. And just a beautiful mural, and you'll see these throughout the office.
In what year did BYU Pathway start?
In 2009, the pilot started, and in 2017, it became a department of the church and became BYU Pathway.
Love it.
Yep. So we went from and actually that brings me to, so if you look back here, not super exciting, but.
I'm sure it is.
We have several of our conference rooms here. So there's Nampa, Mesa, and Manhattan. And these are named for our first 3 BYU Pathway site locations when the pilot was active. And at that time, we only had 50 students. So from 2009, we've grown to over 65,000.
So there's KSL News and the Delta Center. And that's that's heading south on I-15. Yes. And this is one of many, many boardrooms. Thank you, GIG. Blessings from Pathway Senior Missionary is watching. Love it.
Fantastic. Okay, so moving over here to our fun chevron. So this will outline the path that our students take through their degree. So Pathway Connect that you see here in this first block of the chevron is a 21-week set of courses that our students participate in. So it's life skills, university skills, and professional skills. And these are credit courses that they're taking with Institute. And then after this 21 weeks of kind of their preparatory classes, they'll move on to their certificates that stack in. So 2 certificates stack into an associate's degree, and a 3rd certificate stacks into a bachelor's degree. And those are offered and awarded by BYU Idaho and Ensign College with support from BYU Pathway.
Love it. Love it. Now we're just getting to the time where it's wrapping up.
Yeah.
And it's time to think about re-enrolling for Yeah. I'm sure you're going to be able to talk about that. So
I can talk about that as we're kind of walking through this next area. So we're currently in our winter semester, we call it, of BYU Pathway.
The lights will turn on. They're motion censored.
excited.
Yeah.
We can head this way.
Okay.
So courses right now that are running right now will wrap up in July,
Okay.
and then our new semester will start in September. So enrollment for that will need to be completed by, I believe it's August 17th.
Okay.
Or August 27th.
August 27th.
One of those
It's
two.
one of those. Get it in. Get it in early. Get it in early. Yes.
We will.
Yes.
Yeah. So this room, we don't have to spend a ton of time in, and I don't know if the lights are going to turn on for us.
Oh yeah, they will.
So this is where we host some events, some team meetings. So we have amazing donors who make BYU-Pathway accessible. That's even awesome. More so to students, and so they'll come in.
And look at the view of North Salt Lake.
Such a beautiful view.
And those who are not familiar with North Salt Lake, right over there on I-15, when you turn that bend, you see the Bountiful Temple. Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah. And again, more beautiful artwork of Christ.
Absolutely, because that's what it's all about.
It is. And then Dennis, you were talking about concern for the one. And
yes.
We were having a discussion about this before we went live, and that's one of the pillars of BYU Pathway. Is we're looking for the one that need education. So that's kind of what this painting is representative of.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Love this one.
I'm glad that you picked that up.
I know. We have lots more artwork that's representative of that same thing. It's my favorite message.
So we have 21 people on right now. They are loving this. They're going, hi. BYU Pathways.
More student murals and quotes here.
I love this.
Just talking about how BYU Pathway. So we used to be Pathway, so you'll see lots of Pathway references. Now we're BYU Pathway. So this is a student who was
from California.
Yep.
Yeah. What a testimony.
Yes. Amazing. And then here we have our defining characteristics. So this wall is really important to employees as we are making decisions and kind of deciding on the direction and what we're working on. We try to keep these things all in our hearts so that we can make sure that we're following the Lord's plan and serving our students in the best way possible. So,
I love this.
Yeah, there's some amazing ones here. And Dennis, maybe we can each pick out a favorite. I bet we're going to have the same favorite. But.
Okay. Faith, optimism. Okay, let me set this down so that way I can kind of. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Leave it to the dyslexic guy to go backwards.
I should have just told you.
So, 6. I immediately went to the faith right here.
Oh, I love that one. Yeah.
So faith and optimism for the unknown. Mm-hmm. Do you want to read it to us so we can, everyone that can see it?
Yeah, I can see it.
I know. Okay. Just give me a second. Hello from Arizona. I love you. I have my favorite mission mom. Well, she's not my mission mom, but she's a mission grandma. Okay. Faith and optimism. Okay.
Okay. So, being part of a pioneering church educational. I cannot read this.
That's okay.
Church educational institution. Brings excitement
and growth. And with growth comes change. At BYU Pathway, we work on the frontier by embracing change. Both her and I really need glasses.
With open hearts and willing minds.
Yes, with open hearts and willing minds. Okay, that is hilarious. So it's all good. But what I'll do is, when I upload this to YouTube, I will write these descriptions out.
Yeah,
so that way,
we can send them.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, so that's a really great one. My favorite, and we just talked about this, collaboration's a good one, but this is what we just talked about down there.
Yes.
Concern for the one is probably my favorite.
And I didn't even make it this far. I know.
That's why I was like, good, he's staying on this.
Yeah, but then the Spirit said go with the faith, because I think
that is a wonderful one.
Because I think what I've been going through just getting out here is just by pure faith.
Yeah.
You know, or even just being baptized was pure faith.
Yeah.
And that's something,
Yeah. So I love that BYU Pathway, we're trying to find and break down barriers for every student worldwide to access an education and allow Christ to prevail in their lives and to access education that they may not have had an opportunity to access if it weren't for BYU Pathway and for the Lord's work with it.
I love that.
I love this one.
So, well, I see the glasses showed up, but I can't, it's red. I don't understand why, so I can't, it says, so I don't know what's happening, why they're not connecting, but I'm wearing these glasses, and these are supposed to actually...
Come in a little bit more this way, there you go.
These are supposed to actually connect, so you could see when that light's on what I'm looking at, and they're not connecting. It's probably a Bluetooth setting. So I apologize. It's the only reason why I'm wearing glasses inside.
And they're super cool.
Oh, thank you. Oh, I love this wall. I saw this 2 years ago.
Yes. So this is one of the iconic walls here at BYU Pathway. So you'll see here the total number of BYU Pathway students served. So this is all within the last year. You'll see imagery here, photos of students from around the world. We update these numbers every single year.
And so this is different than when I was here last time.
Yes.
And so isn't this. This is new.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm going to get a picture. You're going to get a picture of me in front of this, and I'll share one when I was here before.
Oh, cool.
And when I'm here now.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is so
We're
cool.
in 188 countries.
That's awesome. Love this. How do you guys love this? Have you done BYU Pathways? Let us know.
Yeah.
That's faith in the Lord. I love this.
And then here, Dennis, I'll give you one of these.
Love it.
And for viewers watching, our annual report you can find on our BYUpathway.edu website. And Dennis, I'll send you that link so you can share it in the details of the live too. It has some really inspiring stories from students around the world and kind of shares the latest with BYU-Pathway Worldwide.
Love that.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Awesome. So this is the full tour of the entire office.
So this is just another beautiful quote from a general authority.
Jeffrey R.
Jeffrey R. Holland.
It's Jeffrey R. Holland, one of my favorites.
Yes.
BYU Pathways is an awesome, is an answer to my 50-year-old prayer that we could find an equitable way to serve the entire church with the blessings of education. Elder Jeffrey R. Holland.
Yeah, so BYU Pathway really is the arm of the church education system that's making it possible for students anywhere to access a church education.
That's great.
This is one of my favorite paintings that we have in the office. Again, it's kind of just portraying that concern for the one, the Savior holding a child. And this is a Liz Lemon Swindle painting. And
I'm going to sit down here for a
Please
minute.
do. You look great.
No, I'm sure. It's just, it's not about me. It's about what can we do for others.
It's about the guy behind you and what he does for others.
And I feel like he's watching over us.
Yes.
Just in all of our decisions.
Yes.
So if you have doubt about coming to BYU Pathways, or you feel like you don't have the time, I guess my advice, and look at this, I love this. My advice would be just do it.
Yes.
Or meet with those who have authority and that have been set apart in your area, i.e. the husband and wife black badge. That the missionaries that are set apart to serve BYU Pathways, and share with them your concerns, and or get a priesthood blessing, whether or not this is something, there's a strong power in getting a priesthood blessing. That, don't put it off.
Another thing that I would add to that is our students, we encourage them to involve the Savior and the Lord in their education. And starting BYU Pathway is the decision where you can start to practice that, involving the Savior in your decision. Is this right for me? And open that door for communication so that He can also help you as you're going through the struggles of education. Because there will be struggles. Yeah. But there will also be resolutions with the Savior.
Resolutions, and God doesn't, give us anything that we can't handle, and you're probably going to question. It's like nobody said joining the church was easy. But I feel inspired. So I surprised a returning missionary that prayed for a walk-in, i.e. myself, yesterday at St. George. It's been 7 years. And during the Sabbath, I was crying during the sacrament. I just a light cracked here, and I leaned over to her, and she'll always be Sister Esplin to me, even though she's Sister Bundy, but she will always be Sister Esplin. And I said, "Thank you for bringing me into this gospel." And she says, "No, you did all the work. You stayed."
That's beautiful.
And I think that's fitting for BYU Pathways, because you're the one that's going to do all the work. You're the one that's going to stay. So if you feel like you need to go here and attend Pathways, and you have a prompting, but something's trying to stop you, know you got to press forward, go and do.
Love it.
So
Amen to that.
Amen. So yes, that's cool. I'm loving this. This is awesome. So we're off to next.
Yeah, so let's go this way, and we're almost wrapping up. So our office is just one big circle.
Yeah.
I was telling Dennis before we got on that we have about 100 full-time employees here in the office. You'll see it's pretty empty.
There's some working over there, but they don't know we're recording, so I'm keeping them off.
We mostly work remotely.
Yeah.
Most people come in about 1 to 2 times a week.
Yeah.
So this is another favorite wall of mine. So when we have guests in the office, we always bring them to this wall.
Yeah.
We have photos of students from all around the world, and these QR codes take you to their stories.
Oh, I love that.
And these are all on our blog, Dennis. So again, I can share the link that you can
That's
include in
great.
the description of this video.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
We share stories. Yes, you do. I've heard nothing but positive from people. Whenever I do a post about BYU Pathways, it's always positive comments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we try to make it a positive experience for all of our amazing students.
That's great. So again, let us know if you've attended BYU Pathways, or
And
if you're
where
thinking
you are.
about, and where you are. Yes. And if it's something that you're thinking of doing down the future.
Yeah.
Because they're here to help. Here's a gentleman from Mexico. He says, to find out that I could still become a disciple through Pathway really helped me out. It gave me hope. Here's another one. This is from Washington, D.C. Pathway is really rewarding. I'm doing something. I feel like I'm progressing in life. What a beautiful testimony.
Yes. We love our students, and we love the more students that we get to talk to and interview, the more we can represent them in our office and make it feel like they're here, their presence is here, and we're considering them in all of our decisions. So this is a quote from Elder Uchtdorf. He says, "Pathway is a bridge into the world of online college and education, and a pathway to opportunities for a successful life." We both need new glasses here for a successful livelihood. And you'll hear President Nelson has said education is not only I can't remember the exact quote, but he basically says that
it's on the wall. It's on the wall we just passed. Yeah, it's on the.
That it's a religious obligation.
I think
that's what it is.
Don't hold us to it. I'm sorry.
Hold us to it. He put it much better than we ever could.
No. That's because he's the prophet.
It's because he's the prophet.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And so for a lot of people, that is one of their motivations to enroll in BYU Pathway, but also. Like Dennis was saying, let the Lord work on your heart, and if it's the right thing for you, your barriers, you'll watch them disappear. And it really is. There are so many students who have grown spiritually, friends of the church who have been introduced to the gospel and who have made progress in their career because of their education with BYU Pathway. Just so many amazing things that happen for people who enroll and participate in the Lord's work.
I love that. Now, I personally haven't attended BYU Pathways, but that's because I'm at a point in my life where I feel like if I was 60 and felt prompted to go, I would. But I'm at a point in my life where I feel like it's just, I'm doing what I need to be doing, if that makes sense.
Of course, so.
But I want to support them. And I want to support those that want to go to BYU Pathways. I want to support those who want to continue their education or may have not finished a degree and want a place that's affordable, cost. We didn't even talk about that. It's like so cost effective.
Yeah, let's talk. Should we talk tuition really quickly?
Yeah, let's do that. Do you want to sit down somewhere?
Yeah,
we can find a place that
sit.
we can.
Let's go into this room right here.
And then we'll so bear with me while you look at me for a second. And this is a lunchroom, or kind of, yeah.
I don't know how the lights.
Pick a spot and we can sit
All right,
anywhere.
Let's just sit on this couch.
Okay, awesome. And we can talk about how the benefits of.
Yeah, so we'll talk about maybe some of the barriers that students are typically up against with education and how we try to address those at BYU-Pathway. So for a lot of students, accessibility because of finances is a barrier. And so BYU-Pathway, when you begin with Pathway Connect, the 21-week program that we talked about at the very beginning of the tour, and for those who are maybe just joining, they're basically introductory college courses that you're earning credit for, but they're helping you prepare to enroll in your degree-seeking status with either BYU, Idaho, or Ensign College. So the tuition rate varies based on the country that you're in. So if you're in the U.S., tuition is $83, and then you can go to BYUpathway.edu/tuition and find your country and the rate that you will pay. And so I know that for some countries in South America, you'll see tuition will be in the $20 range and so on and so forth. So it just varies depending on your country. And then every single student has scholarship access.
Love it.
So we have our Heber J. Grant scholarship that every single student can access. And for just completing the module after you enroll as a student, you'll get a minimum of 10% off, 25% or 50%. So
I love that, and I would have to be honest and say I would need to apply for scholarships because I'm not at that point where I could do that right now.
I think most people.
Yeah, most people are. So don't. If you're afraid, do not humble yourself. Reach out and say, I don't have the money to do this.
Yes.
There are ways.
There are always ways.
There's always ways, especially with his hand.
Yes, agreed. Another barrier that our students face is time. So the flexibility of online classes, it's not go at your own pace, but it is flexible learning. And so every week, with Pathway Connect, every week you'll have a gathering either in person, but most likely virtually. Okay. You'll meet with a local group of missionaries who are truly an amazing support system for you to keep you going, help you through challenges that you're going to face in those first 21 weeks. And then beyond that, when you're in your online degree courses, you'll have assignments due on a weekly basis, but within the week you can work around your work schedule, you can work around your kids' schedules, you can work around your travel schedule, whatever it may be, it's flexible.
Love that. And also if you're looking for, if you own a business somewhere and you're looking to hire people, you have a program for that, right? Or
to hire students
to help.
If you would like to offer jobs to BYU Pathway students, send us a DM on our social media, and we'd love to.
That's awesome.
To get connected with you. Yeah,
that's cool. Sorry, we didn't talk about that.
No, that's fantastic. Yeah. We contract with students and partners who help our students around the world get jobs, and so we're definitely in the business of helping our students advance their careers even during their education. So, and we have some amazing stories on our YouTube channel. We have a jobs playlist, and you can hear the stories of our students who have improved their job prospects while taking BYU Pathway classes.
Well, thank you so much for this.
Thank you.
Is there anything else you want to share with our viewers, as far as what you feel or...
Yeah, I want to reiterate what Dennis said. If you feel the Lord working on your heart, or even if you just feel a little spark of interest, check it out. There's no risk. You can apply for free, and if you decide before the semester starts that you want to back out, that door is open to you, but at least give it some thought and see how it feels when your application is in. And I will just say, I'll bear testimony of my experience. I will say that as an employee of BYU Pathway, I was telling Dennis before we started that I worked for Pathway in Rexburg as a student and made my way back here after working for a couple of other companies, and both times have been incredibly inspired. It was definitely a decision where I felt the Lord's hand in my life, and our students who are taking classes and seeing job benefits because of their education, they will say that it's a spiritual experience and that they can identify the Lord's hand in their life. So anyway, if you have any pull to check it out, I would say follow that through. Yeah. And there's always an out if you decide to take
there
it.
Is, there is.
But it doesn't
That's
hurt
true.
to check it out.
It doesn't. There's no loss. There's no gain if there's no loss. Or
yes.
I forget that.
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever it means. Yeah, but see, you speak my language.
Yeah.
So, and I got a second what she said, because I just feel that it's in his hands and that he has a path, and I always want to use my social media to edify his gospel, and this is part of it. We cannot, to be the best tithing patrons or to be the best disciples of Christ, we have to be educated. We have to know what we're doing, and they provide that here at BYU Pathway. And I am so grateful to say, I know you guys and that they're family.
Yeah.
And I think it's about developing more friendships and more families. And I know people that have taken BYU Pathways that have developed lifelong friendships with people all over.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah.
So don't hesitate. And you had another comment that said, "Thank you, sister, for sharing." I saw while you were bearing your testimony, but I didn't want to interrupt it. So, well, if you have any questions, please let us know. All the links will be when I download this and put it up to YouTube. I'll make sure I have all the links. So it's going to take some time before I get this one uploaded, because there's going to be some work I got to do.
I'll help you out.
So, thank you. Yeah, she'll send me the links.
Yeah.
And we'll go from there. So
Awesome.
Thank you for joining
Thanks,
us.
Dennis.
Will
Thanks.
do.